Welcome to the Begging for XP Actual Play Podcast. This is part 5 of the adventure Lost Sons for the game Star Wars Edge of the Empire. Enjoy! So we'll iris in on a very bleak, sterile gray room with some of the geometric little lines of lights up the side of the wall, very reminiscent of the Death Star, that kind of look. In that room is Rawwk, the Transdoshan. You wake up. You're in a room. It's got a little bed that you're laying on. It's very hard. It's just kind of a flat surface. There's no pillows or anything else. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. That and a door. You have no wounds. You're fine. And your worst crit is gone.
Take that horrifying injury.
Take that one arm.
These fools, they healed me.
You have no idea how long it's been since you were unconscious on the Golden Edge. Or if you're still on the ship. You don't. It doesn't sound. You don't hear the hum of the ship. There is kind of this kind of antiseptic, kind of acrid smell, kind of almost ammonia-ish. Mm-hmm. Just barely. You pick it up because you're a Transdoshan. You have a little bit more sense of smell, but you pick it up and it's just a lingering kind of, I don't know. It's something in the air. Mm. So, a few moments go by, and the door opens very abruptly. And a woman with short cropped hair in an Imperial uniform, accompanied by a droid that looks very much like Pin, although Pin not screwed up, like the
That's what he's supposed to look like.
and then two guards, not stormtroopers, but the guys with the black helmets, and they have pistols, and they kind of. There's the droid and her. They step in. They're both outside, and they just kind of stand there watching. Mm-hmm. And then she goes and she looks you over. So you're awake. How are you feeling?
Much better.
Mm. Here, why don't you come with us? And she kind of gestures the door.
I go with her because I have nothing else.
Okay, you get into this corridor. There's a number of other doors. There's 5 on one side, and you're one of those 5 on the side that you're on. You go down the hallway. There's these 2 different doors. One of them's open. She gestures have you inside there.
I go inside.
Okay.
Is there anything I can
There's
see on that?
2 chairs and a table.
Okay. I go in and I sit down in one of the chairs.
Okay. One of the chairs is is a lot more robust. It looks like one is just like a chair that you pick up and put down and sit in. The other one looks like it has really sturdy armrests and a really firm head spot. You really sink into this thing.
Yeah. More of a permanent chair.
Yeah. Well, it's also it could have
It's got straps.
got places for your legs and stuff if you really wanted to, but that seems to be the one that they want you to sit in.
Okay. Okay, so I sit in that chair.
Okay. Nothing happens. You sit down and and boom, dead. You roll a character.
Oh, I can't believe you sat there.
That was the whole adventure right there. You sit in the chair? No.
Who would have thought of that?
No, we said no instant death chairs.
There's one hidden in this game somewhere. Don't sit in it.
Just obey the rules.
So she sits down at the other side. The droid accompanies her. And the other 2 guys go to the far corners behind her and just stand there kind of watching patiently. So, would you like to explain what you're doing on the Golden Edge?
It's the part where I should have thought of the lie ahead of time.
As for a lawyer.
Unfortunately, you were unconscious.
Yeah.
All this time, you just woke up.
Start with see what happened was.
Funny story.
I told her that I'm a mechanic. You know, I was doing some repairs on the Golden Edge. I woke up. I know that Golden Edge was already in flight. I go and I see that there's a couple intruders on the Golden Edge I hadn't seen before. So we'll trail away at that.
All right, go ahead and make a deception check.
Deception.
Hey, if it
Cunning? Oh.
helps, I believe you.
Sounds legit to me.
I'm just a drunk mechanic who falls asleep at the job.
Which of my injuries took down my cunning? That must have been the horrifying injury that... Because my cunning is less than it was before.
Yeah.
So it's back up now?
Oh, no, it's back. I think it was it back up until his heal? It was until his healed. So was that the one that was...
Is that the horrifying injury?
I'd have to look it up.
I think that is.
Yeah,
it
was.
was. The last thing.
So your cunning's back up to now 2.
Yes.
Oh, you got this.
For while we're in this setting, I'm going to be rolling the difficulty, and I'll be assessing that. So you guys don't know what's going over and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, it's not a lie if you believe it.
Yeah, and we have 9 destiny, so.
You do have 9 destiny points. That was pretty amazing.
Okay, so I am definitely going to spend a destiny point.
Okay.
You sure?
Start
It's not gonna work out.
Save some for us.
I was saying that I was trying to let the people know. You don't have to use it. We're doomed.
Hey, if I die, I want to at least use one of those.
Okay, go ahead.
That's it.
Hey, those are successes.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
That works.
Better than what I thought it was going to be.
Okay. So you have 2 successes, and I rolled something. She just kind of stares at you for a moment. And says, Is that truly what happened?
Yes.
He goes and grabs a little hologram thing and hits the button, and this face shows up. You've never seen this face before. What's your connection to the terrorist Sieber Maris?
Never heard of them. I make sure to say them.
And she goes. Okay. Goes and grabs another one, hits it, and Tana's face appears. Captain Peart mentioned, you said you're a mechanic. She said there was another mechanic working on this ship that was doing some installation. What do you know of Tana Garret?
Tana Garret, I've started working with recently since I arrived in the name of the planet. So it was Socorro. And this was my first job with her.
She stares at you for... Actually, yeah, it's true.
A lie detector.
She stares at you for a while. Looks over at the droid, and the droid just kind of... He puts up his hand. He puts up his working hand. Or because he has the little stunner hand that you know. He puts up 2 fingers. Looks over. Sir, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I'm telling the truth.
Droid's gonna take
Very well. See him back to his cell.
Thought you were gonna get the program.
Yeah. Why is the droid putting on plastic gloves?
Cough.
It's not 2, it's 2.
Alright, time to get to the 4. You better fill me.
Okay? So, Pin, you were already in a large room with a chair. You think you're in a chair. You wake up. You have no wounds, and your highest crit is gone.
Okay.
So you've been somewhat prepared, or your
Sounds like a
systems.
pretty sweet deal, I think, actually.
Every time you
Capture
hurt,
was
it's
the
good.
greatest
We're already
thing
doing better than last time.
You get
Free medical care.
yeah, free healthcare 3 squares a day. I mean, hey.
They fixed my teeth.
Palpatine's Empire.
These girls have it wrong.
Yes.
You switch back on.
Power up.
You
Get
power-
a little ping.
Yeah, you power. In safe mode. That's what you're. You're awake. You have no time. You have no idea what time it is or how long it's been since you've been off. Someone must have disabled your chronometer, your internal chronometer.
Yes.
Which you look around the room. This makes sense. You're in an interrogation room.
Can't connect to
That's
Wi-Fi.
something they. Yeah, you're like, I would do
I've
this.
seen this before.
Yeah.
No mobile network over here.
In front of you is Sergeant Raimi Jansen. You've actually worked with her briefly before.
Rainy?
Yeah, Rami. And there's one of the other PN units there that's not all screwed up.
He laughed
Okay.
at you.
And two of the guards. You know their names if you needed to, but actually you know one of their names. The other guys probably knew.
I'll look up and I'll just say, Sergeant.
Was it PN 17?
Mhm.
PN 17. You have some damage to your hard drive.
Is
Your
that-
memory.
Is that so? I kind of take a second.
Yeah, we
do
tried-
an internal.
Yes, we tried downloading your memory core, and there were some sectors that were permanently corrupted. If we did so, it completely. I don't even know if we could memory wipe you at this stage. It's so thoroughly damaged. Best just to replace most of it all at once. But beforehand, I wanted to give you a chance to explain what you were doing on the Golden Edge.
Yes. As you said, my memory's not working very well.
No.
Let me see if I can, what I can access. And sort of,
Loading.
Can you restart me?
I heard that there was a rebel prisoner being taken back to the penitentiary, and I was not sure how I had been separated from my unit, so I sought transport, and then the next thing I know, there was some sort of gunfire.
Okay. Give me a deceit check. Do you have anything that gets rid of... You may have something that gets rid of setback dice. Because you're a good liar.
A new liar app you downloaded.
Remove,
It's called Liar.
remove one black from deception checks.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and use one of these guys too, one of the forced ones.
Okay.
And so that would do. I have one cunning, but I have 2 in deception.
So that means you...
So that would make it 2 gold, correct? So that's what it'd be normally.
No, it would be... you take the higher of the 2 values. That's how many dice you roll. You upgrade the lower of the 2. So you're going to roll 2 dice.
Well, this is what it is normally without a force. So I roll 2 dice. One of them's upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, and so then the other one's upgraded because of the force die.
I wasn't sure if a green was added at that point, but the force die. Okay, so this.
You add a green one when there were none left to actually upgrade.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, man.
3 successes.
We're screwed.
I was hoping for double triumphs, but
Okay.
Aren't we all?
Let you go right there.
I'm gonna leave it at
he goes and he kind of looks off a little bit. He says, "I think I may be able to access those corrupted sectors if given some time for my internal processes to work on them." He just says that and looks up expectingly.
Mm-hmm. She kind of... you get the look on her face like she's like actually listening the first part. The second part, she's just okay, what and she looks back at the other droid, and he kind of looks over at you and then kind of
My
hides.
brother, isn't it? No.
Damn you, PN13! You thought you were 4 better than me. He goes and he leans down and says something to her rather than do his normal routine. So
I have a code.
yeah, because you'd...
But they probably switch it up for a man on second base, so.
Yeah, there you go. What do you recall of this person? And brings out a little hologram of Tana.
She was difficult.
Yeah, he knows it.
She was in the loading bay. I was trying to get my way back here to the penitentiary, and she would not.
It's so true.
You're going back to jail.
They're looking for you.
Very well. We'll determine what to do with you after we analyze. After we speak with the. Who is your companion? Why are you with the Transdoshan?
He was on the ship. I'm not sure how he got there. It was part of the confusion and the gunfire. It must have been some rookie stormtroopers.
All right, very good. He nods. One of the guards comes over, reaches behind you, and then everything goes black.
Reaching behind you.
But I was still in the middle of some programs.
I
I didn't get to say my work.
System update, system update.
I was on a 3-page essay.
All right, so
Now I know how I just got corrupted. Thanks for taking me off in the middle of my writing.
Why don't you unplug my USBs while you're on it?
all right, so scene wipes, and the ship comes out of hyperspace. This is the you guys are heading off to the remaining guys are coming in the Lazy Bantha. Hot on the Golden Edges Trail. I say hot being
How long were we in hyperspace?
10 hours.
30 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm still sleeping off my previous day.
Yeah, so you guys have one day
Trail.
of okay, so you have a day of rest, so you guys can heal back all your strain, and heal up one wound. Do you have something that modifies that? Do you have the Bacta specialist?
No, I don't.
Take a look at me. Give me a medicine check. Help me.
Nope, that's all really he can do. He can do a weekly one. If you have like a week of bed rest, he can help you out.
Alright.
Yeah, I can give you some drugs.
8 of 12. Give me drugs.
You want some stims?
Give me some drugs.
No, I don't think so.
And you have your med kit that
You can handle it.
it produces a stim pack. It says an encounter. I think a day. It sounds a little bit more realistic for that. Otherwise, you guys will never need stim packs.
Does he need one?
Yes.
You could use it.
8 of 12.
All right. When I wake up,
Sometime
I give
along
it to you.
this 20-hour break.
yeah.
That's
I
4.
happen to look over at you at some point during the journey. I'm like, you don't look so good, and I just go,
I can't see the blood in my face.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Stim back is like 4?
Yeah, I give you a stim pack and an aspirin.
And a lollipop.
Yeah.
4 of 12.
Yeah. Go get some rest. Come in the morning.
5 and shake.
So you guys, you come out of hyperspace. Let's see. The planet Clav is like this. From the outside, it's this somewhat beautiful, blue-green kind of. It looks very gassy. Every so often, you see a few ridges of really dark mountains peeking out from there. And it has an incredibly thick ring of ice and rock. Now, the instructions you have, Tana, were to come out of hyperspace as close to that ring as possible, because there are Imperial patrols around here.
And do they patrol around the ring? Or?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain sectors they do less, and so you know things. So someone make an astrogation check.
With the good astrogation.
Someone
I got
being
this.
not the pilot.
Mine says-
I'm piloting. I can't do astrogation while I'm piloting.
Okay, so the difficulty is going to be 2 with one of those upgraded, because you have a
Really horrible computer.
you got your nav computer talks back and comes up with his own suggestions, and
Go that way.
And a paper clip in the corner.
yeah. Would you rather do this?
I
Oh, Clippy.
I said make a left. You have missed my left. Make a U-turn.
Oh, okay. This turns out good. 2 successes and an advantage.
Okay. So you come out almost in the asteroid field. Within short range, there are 3 TIE fighters. They can't detect you at short range. They can detect you at close. So they're off in the distance, and of course you're kind of floating around the debris, so it all it would screw with their sensors anyway a little bit. So you think that you see them go by, and you're like, oh, that was a good jump.
So I take it, Tana told me that we needed to jump this close, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is this close enough?
This was a very good. Yeah.
They're gonna see us.
Got that paranoia.
They fly by and they fly away. Okay, so the trip down to K2 gets into that kind of gassy atmosphere. And you know it by there's certain landmarks. You know, okay, they're from here, you go to these coordinates, and there's a ridge of mountains. You follow that ridge of mountains low because you don't want anyone detecting you from the surface. The atmosphere screws around with sensors, so it limits their range. Unfortunately, means you have to kind of be really close to the surface and navigate really rocky terrain where you don't have much visibility.
So I'm standing like right behind Coren and he's piloting. Like, oh, watch out!
Well, here's the question. You know how to get there, and you could actually fly there. Do you want to do it, or do you want to let Coren do it, and then just tell him when to do stuff?
Take over.
She's lazy.
Okay.
You
So,
put the lazy on lazy.
all right. So this is like, okay, go to this ridge, go down. Once you see this landmark, turn 45 degrees, starboard. Then you have to dip down. So there's landmarks based on that because your sensors are all screwed up. You have no sense of actually where on the planet you are now that you're in there, because wherever its magnetic north is all.
Same words.
It's got 3 norths.
Yeah. So 2 purple, 2 black.
Piloting planetary.
Is it planetary or is it still?
No, this is space still.
Is it still
You're in a
space?
space.
It's spacecraft.
Yeah, that's a
Either
good
one.
question.
Agility is 3. Okay. Agility 2 train. That's the difficulty. Okay.
Okay.
Is that your roll? You got 2 triumphs. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'll move it down.
Yeah, smiley face.
That's a frowny face from wrong looking.
That's not good. That's a bear. That's a fail. With some despair.
What is the side is that an empty side
Yeah,
there?
it's an empty
side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has that one little mark on it, and it's hard to say.
Oh, that's a success.
It's the
That's 3 successes, that little smile.
Yeah. It's a special one. 2 failures.
2 failures?
That's it.
Okay, as you're going, you do make it, you do scrape the side a little bit for 2.
explodes. That's all it needed to explode.
The ship isn't tuned very well.
The only thing it has is the nice paint job. So much for that.
You gotta get those wheels balanced.
Yeah.
If it was successful, you forgot to, I just realized we forgot to add in the maneuverability, the -1 maneuverability.
yeah.
But you already failed, so.
I already failed today.
So, it's
You really failed.
So we're at what, 7?
17.
17?
You started with 9, because
Good Lord.
it was not repaired.
So we're up to 19 now. This doesn't quite handle as well as I would expect.
That's not the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's pretty clunky.
She's got it where it counts,
I haven't seen that
which
yet.
is a complete lie.
On this journey, when I haven't seen it.
Hidden in the trunk?
All right, you guys
Yeah.
you guys get to this area that's kind of recessed down in this canyon, and there's 4 there. You get down there and you get close enough, you can see some lights, and there's some basically portable buildings. Like if there was like a mining operation or something, you'd like build these these like kind of quick structures to kind of get started. And there's like 4 of them. Normally you'd land with one of the 4, but well, actually, do you guys want to land at one of those 4? Right now they'd be occupied, but with a destiny point, you could have access to one of them. What the difference is otherwise you have to park somewhere a little ways away. Not have immediate access to one of those little structures.
Can we get behind someone and turn on our blinker? Look at that leave.
3 days, boom.
See,
All
this
these
is
ships pilot behind us.
having all this destiny, it's like, oh, we got so much, I could just spend one. I
Yeah.
might need it later.
Yes.
So, well, okay. So you'd rather there are like 3 other ships kind of around different areas.
We can walk.
Yeah, we got rebreathers.
We're going to have to use this.
You guys have to use a destiny for the rebreathers because
Yeah.
you did not go back for supplies.
Yeah, we need one else for that one. We'll get there. Well, what do you think, Captain?
Let's sit her down over there and point off somewhere else.
Okay,
It's obviously full over here.
He's the captain.
out of the way.
I am the captain.
Captain Doctor.
For now.
When he says that to me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I am the captain. Pilot over there. Let's play in there.
All right, Captain.
Puts on his hat.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a small building there. They're like kind of designated secondary places.
Overflow parking.
Basically, yeah. And you know this, Tana. This is basically originally there's only supposed to be 4 spots, but it became lucrative enough that other droids would go and like put up little stations for people to park and then charge them themselves. So, okay. So do you guys have rebreathers? Are you gonna try and pull the 2 off?
We do have rebreathers.
Okay, so that's a destiny point.
Yeah.
You just happen to have them.
That's one of the things they put in the ship.
Yeah.
Secretly.
So you guys have those. You
So
go,
worried they don't work.
They plan to fail.
you go outside. You can see the lights. You can kind of see them probably about like the other structures, probably about like 50 yards away. But after that, it gets too murky. Again, the rock is kind of a grayish black. And you don't know if that's because most of the sun's been blotted out by the atmosphere, or if that's the actual natural color. It's just mostly silhouetted, and you can't tell. But otherwise, you have this very thick kind of greenish atmosphere that you're going through.
So the little building we parked near, is that like some place we have to pay?
Yeah, there's a droid out there.
Done.
Okay.
Bender over there.
All right.
Slide your credit card.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have to give
Platinum.
him the keys?
Put black
Heck no.
card.
Gives us a valet ticket.
And there's also a little bit of wind here, and there's the atmosphere's
Yeah.
moving. There's storms and stuff. So
Doesn't look very hospitable here.
it leaves a nasty. Even with the rebreather, you can kind of feel it because you still have a little skin exposed. It feels a little itchy.
I'm not sure if that's the air or not.
Yeah. So you guys hustle over to one of the nearest structures. Tana knows because she's been here before. There are 3 of them. There's 4 of them. 3 that most people deal with. Most humanoids deal with. There's Bay 001, Bay 1010, Bay 011, and Bay 100.
Do you have a paper with that one down?
001,
I left my scratch paper.
010, 011, and 100.
I feel like these all spell.
Colloquially,
Someone looked at binary.
yeah. Colloquially, they're known as bays 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I feel like that means something.
Or some of the people started calling them Bay 1, Bay 10, Bay 11, Bay 100.
Not the locals.
Yeah, the locals call them the full zero.
The tourists.
Yeah. You guys go and you see there are like these groups of 3 or 4 kind of temporary structures linked together, and there's like a cluster of them. To 3 others of those clusters, and then there's like little ramps and steps and stuff. So because the ground's not like perfectly flat here, so it's like all in one area. Then you step down, and then you can go. Okay, there's that one 20 yards over there. I go. I'm in Bay 10. I'm gonna go to Bay 11.
Make sure you write it down.
So
Don't want to lose your station.
you guys are near Bay 10. What happened? What you go inside? This one has a very large one. It's not the biggest. The biggest one's Bay 1. But there's a very large structure with 2 kind of like satellite ones, and then there's like little tubes, kind of like in ET where they go in the home and they have that little thing they walk between. That's basically it. As if there's nothing wrong or anything crazy going on. And what Tana, is this is basically a refuge for droids. A lot of them from the penitentiary have escaped and like made a little community for themselves here. The main thing they do is Clav is known for exporting quadrillium, or quadrinium, one of the 2. So it's it's one of the main. It's a really strong metal. Normally it's incredibly expensive. It's like insanely expensive now because the Death Star project has been just eating up all of it. So any you can find on the market is incredible. It's just nuts to purchase.
The Death Star project, is that widely known?
Yeah, they know there's something big. Well, you know, it's like some kind of space station or something. It's got around because it's such a large project apparently that it's, you know, eating up a lot of resources, a lot of, you know, work hours.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's screwing up. Well, not screwing up. It's changed the economy in a lot of different ways, for good and bad. In one way that it makes it's like, oh well, you know, if we can buy, and one of the things they do here at K2 is they siphon off some of the quadranium being mined there. They have some insiders, they get some, and then they sell it at wholesale to, you know, the smugglers and such, who then turn it around and make a killing.
Let's get on that.
I just wait till the second one.
Forget
Just imagine how high it's going to be. Man,
I'm holding my...
I've seen the blueprints. This one isn't going to last.
I saw that day.
Yeah.
Oh, they leave that open.
I'm going to send a message to them right now. Close that port now. So you guys get in. Door closes. You know, there's like a little airlock thing. And this one is mostly for trade, because a number of people come here to get the quadranium, but then it's become a place where, you know, people kind of meet and get other jobs going for them, because there's so many people now that have picked up on this place. This is the first time you two have been here, but Tana's been here once, and she knows kind of the score.
So in here, can we take out the rebreather?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's one large warehouse where like major trade occurs. So other people bring things here and they unload it to other ships. And also, if you want to buy any quadranium, this is where it takes place. There's a big warehouse where you can look at goods. There's a smaller room where some people kind of meet for deals. And then there's a like tavern of such, you know, or some kind of bar. There's no name to it. It's just where they serve food. Even inside this place, it has this kind of ammonia smell.
So I look over at Tana. What are we doing here exactly?
Just gonna kind of talk to the locals, see, you know, work out some business, see if we can get some information on how to get to the prison without, you know, setting off alarms.
I don't like this. It's too many droids.
It's like everybody's watching you all the time.
Yeah.
Making sense, my spice.
Everyone's acting like a robot.
You're coming on down from...
Should we name Decker?
A protocol droid who's got like this really bad kind of like acid stain down the side of him. Talks of, oh, friends, how can I help you? Are you looking to make a purchase?
I looked at Tana.
Not at this moment.
We're doomed.
Get out.
You know, I'm here to do some mechanical work. I might need a couple parts because our ship took some damage on the way in. Just want to do some odds and ends repairs on our ship, the Lazy Bantha.
Ship for us?
Oh, well, yeah, just let me know what you need and I will be able to supply you.
Do you think you can just deal in parts? Or,
Oh, we have all kinds of goods here. Here, come. And he goes, he starts, you know, walking over towards the warehouse area. And there's a number of like crates and other things of a few goods. Most of it is all one section. You can tell that it's ore, although that's split off into the refined ore and the raw ore.
Can I ask a quick question because it might have ramifications? What is the current understanding of where the canister is?
Still located in
The canister you had it last.
Is that built in the storyline, or can we use like a destiny point to make it so I don't have it?
If you want to spend a destiny point, I could say you didn't bring it with you. Because you didn't make
Then
a point
one
of
of you
bringing
guys
it.
would
You
have,
don't
yeah.
remember.
I did.
Or it's on a ship somewhere. We don't know about it either.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay, I wasn't sure how much it's already been planned into this.
I'll let you retcon some stuff that hasn't like really firmly been.
Yeah.
And everyone sort of has their quarters on board the Lazy Bantha, so if you stash something in there, or
Yeah, because I didn't say one way or another, but I didn't really picture myself having this canister with all this money on it in my, in a shoulder bag or something like that? Because it's a big canister, right?
Yeah.
I remember you opened it on the ship, so I kind of assumed that you hid it on the ship. But
Actually, if memory serves, I think you did sling it over your back with like a
really?
little thing, if I remember correctly. But I'm willing to. I'm willing to say it
is incorrect.
Yeah, if a destiny point, could change my mind on that. So, is that what you want to do?
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It's hidden somewhere on the ship,
Okay.
which we don't know about though.
Yeah, do this.
Use the force.
Okay.
Totally just ignored you.
I know.
So that makes 4, right? If we're going to do... are we doing it?
We're doing
Yeah,
it.
we
Yeah,
used
so that'll be 4 dark ones now.
Yeah.
Ah, he was confused. That was part. Good thing I kept the receipt.
Okay. Everybody make a perception check then. It's going to be average for Dev and Tana, but for Coren it's going to be easy. So one purple for you, 2 purples for each of you.
I know that. He always stashes all his good stuff in his pillow.
It's good you brought that up before the second round of interrogation because that was... At that point, no.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it until I thought, if it's not a big part of the story, it makes sense a destiny point could work either way. That you have something or you don't have something.
No, that's a good use of it.
I thought I was done with interrogation.
You do have your data pad on
Yes.
you in your little thing. Hopefully they didn't check there. Or maybe they didn't.
Either way, we'll...
So this represents us when he hit it on the ship, finding it?
This is just,
or
yeah.
just left it in my... Well,
This is just kind of, you're in your 30 hours on the ship.
Oh.
Did you guys notice it?
Can I go into his room and look for his stuff?
Well,
yeah.
He's gone.
But it doesn't have a room yet.
No, I know.
Yeah.
He's gone. Time to root through his stuff.
4 successes and a threat.
You found the canister.
I didn't know, though.
2% or 2 advantages.
I have 1 perception.
It still matters whether you see, whether you see it or not. So.
Yeah, somebody find for myself. I'm rich. Where do you get those credits from?
Bye, guys.
Oh.
Nope. Okay.
I have 2 advantages. I found the remote.
to the robot, all of a sudden I'm like...
to the holo set, the lounge.
Subtitled.
I was pretty sure I had to buy another one, but it was in the lounge cushions.
I'm talking, the language keeps switching.
At least I thought it was for the TV.
Why is your stun gun keep powering up? I'm not doing this. I'm sorry.
Okay, you find it, Coren, and that is actually your obligation that came up, was that favor. You look at it and you feel the weight of it, like, you see it, you think about opening up and taking the money, then you remember the corpses of the guys.
Gotta get this F5. Why did this fall to me? Why?
All these burdens.
Okay, yeah, so... Okay, that weighs on me. That's good. Now I can work with that. Alright.
Alright, so you got that. Did you bring it off? Is it on the ship, or do you have it?
It would still be on the ship
Okay.
for now.
He's not gonna spend.
Okay, so you guys want to look at any good... They have a few goods there for...
Well, let me ask this.
I don't know if there's
We were on the
money
ship for
missing.
30 hours. Do we have some framework of a plan? Or are we just like, when we get there, we'll figure it out? I'm just wondering if we came up with anything beforehand.
We don't have much information to go on, really.
Right, but what do we know? What would you have told us on the ship? That we're going to this secret droid colony? Someone could help us here? Get into the prison? Are we trying to get into the prison, buy the prisoners out?
I'm gonna talk to my fellow criminal people to get information to see if they can find a way to either
Jailbreak?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need some of your friends, contacts. We're going to try to do a jailbreak.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start there.
Oh boy.
We're really doing now.
I think our last jailbreak. So
Well, I'm going to hook up a chain to the Lazy Bantha around the prison bars, and when I go forward, the whole hyperdrive unit will tear out.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. There's money missing out of this canister. That's gonna be bad.
Okay, so yeah, the protocol droid starts pointing out,
Did you spend some?
I started purchasing things that
That's all.
I need to purchase parts.
I thought I missed something.
What do you want parts
I
for?
thought you spent some.
Or
I was considering.
repairs. And
Are you looking for? There's a few repairs you have on that ship. If you want to just quickly go through them, we can just.
Well, as you were talking about making some repairs on the ship, I think I'd be like, well, I think we have some other priorities first. Let's find some contacts. We gotta get these. I need to get that rebel out.
What rebel?
Oh yeah, did I tell you the prisoner?
He was a rebel?
Yeah, he may be a rebel.
Oh, that explains some things.
I think he is. It doesn't really matter. We need to get him out. And probably those other two, your friends. We'll get them out.
Get the rebels to help you.
Saying how they were so helpful in getting him out.
Yeah.
He hired out
They were
some-
probably gonna do it, but you guys interrupted them. 5 seconds
They
later,
were in
show up.
stormtrooper
What were they
outfits
doing?
on the ship.
Yeah.
You killed one.
Yeah, we're not rescuing
I was shooting stun.
I was trying to rip their heads off.
They're in prison now.
Okay.
And remember, this is before the Death Star, so the rebellion seems like it's a really futile gesture at this point. They haven't had any major successes. There've been like little guerrilla attacks here and there, but for the most part, most people seem like, oh well, they're doing something, but what can they do?
Yeah.
It's the might
It's
of the
futile.
Empire. Nothing. Okay. So back to repairs.
So really quickly, the repairs you have the hull damage, which will cost you something per point.
How much?
The base is check to reduce it. Basically, for every success up to 3, you can take a quarter off of it. Very much like selling things with negotiation. So.
Alright.
That's kind
Okay, and that also applies to the other. You have the other ones. You have like I think the you have bad wiring, which screws with the system strain. The maneuvering jets, the hyperdrive, the Navi computer.
So what is good on the ship? Because you listed the entire ship right there.
Well, it still have 4. It still has 4 armor.
The seats are very fine pleather.
Yeah, it's got some very comfy
Butt
seats.
warmers.
But I keep getting knocked out of every time we hit a rock in space. Ah!
It got you here. That's about as much as I could say.
If you even mention how bad a ship she is, I'm insulted.
I-
You don't know what I went through.
If you mention how bad a ship this is, another system goes offline. That's how bad it.
The computer shuts it off.
Yeah.
Don't blink you, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we are at 19 of 25, so we probably...
So let me know what you want to repair, and then you can make the roll to reduce the cost, and then that's what it's going to be for that block of stuff.
How much money do you have, anyway? Credits. How much credits do you have? Credits. Where's credits?
You guys don't really have shields.
2,500.
It has one shield that it can move around.
Yeah.
So I think what I want to do is a whole trauma. 2 whole trauma.
Just 2 hull trauma. Okay. So it'll be 1,000. The base is 1,000. Make a hard check. So 3
purple.
3 purple. Every success up to 3 reduces it by a quarter.
And this one?
This is what, mechanics?
Mechanics, I've got 2 bubbles.
So 2 yellows.
And then your intelligence is
And your intelligence is 3, so you get...
One green, 2 yellows.
Yeah. So you get 3.
it's 3 dice. 2 of them are upgraded.
Mhm. Oh! Talking about. Those are canceled.
You're the best mechanic in the whole world.
Triumph.
So it's 1 success.
And 3, what, despairs?
And 2. Okay, so you're gonna. Is it? Oh, there's 3.
3
Okay.
despairs.
You fixed it, but it does not match at all.
Okay.
Like some
So
ugly color on there.
Yeah.
all right, it will cost you. You got 1 success, so that reduces it by a quarter. I will. I'll say the triumph lets you recover 1 additional hull,
So then
Point.
21.
so it'll cost you 750 for those 3 points.
You want to go down in numbers. Yeah, I want to go up in numbers.
Oh,
There's 3 threats.
Oh, yeah.
3.
yeah.
So from 19 to 16.
I always get those mixed up.
You don't want to go to 25.
The 3 threat is going to make the next thing you try and repair that much harder, just because you had to. The way you repaired, you made it. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to dig through to get to those bad points, and yeah.
Did you put a hood from a Z95 headhunter on there?
Sweet.
It's lime green colored.
Now we got
Tana,
stabbed.
we'll spray paint it. We'll do it. We'll get it tonight.
She looked so great before.
We're out of duct tape.
Oh, we're doomed.
Okay, so she's gonna take some time repairing the ship.
All right, it's up to us to. You
Go ask around.
We'll find out. So, you have any contacts? Anybody to talk
It
to?
was her contacts.
I know.
The main person you speak, one of the main spokespeople for, if you want to talk to F5, if that's what you're thinking of, or you're talking about just anyone around.
Well, this is her. I don't know anything.
Yeah, what do we know about F5?
I'm
Do we?
gonna want to get to F5.
You've heard of him. You know that's who you have to deliver the thing to. And if you do, you're boom. There's 5
Yeah,
favor gone.
That's why I want to go, but I finish up with her. You want to talk to somebody?
She's repairing. You guys have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Yeah, but
So
I tell you like where to go. You might want to go to this shop and talk to.
The place you want to go to probably is there is a technically human only bar, a couple of like 100 meters out from the main area called the Errant Sun.
That's
Okay.
where you
Parent, son. Okay.
Yeah. I need to...
use your people skills.
I'm pretty stressed about the vehicle. I'll be right back. I'll go to my quarters to get something.
I also have to go to the quarters.
Okay. You go get your thing. I go get mine.
Mine's a lightsaber.
All right, so you guys are gathering stuff and you're
Doing repairs.
doing repairs.
Put it in the sling.
I do a little spice. Take the edge off.
Okay, so
How heavy is this thing? Encumbrance wise?
it's I think 1 encumbrance.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, I can actually look at that.
All right, so wipe. We're over at.
Yeah, because I want to have a low profile.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Over at back to PN. You're activated again.
Everybody comes in and goes all over his face. What?
Sergeant Jansen's there still with the same group. It's almost to where they could have shut you down, counted 5, and then turned you back on because your internal chronometer's not is deactivated or broken, but most likely deactivated from what you know. Because that's what you would do.
Yeah. It's
Hello,
100
Pin?
years later, isn't it?
It's been 100 years.
There's a little droid beard.
No,
That's how this session turned in, isn't it?
just
We're going to be like,
us.
oh yeah, everybody else is dead. Sorry. I'm sorry, good.
So she goes, I have a few more questions before we resolve your situation. The staff is questioning whether we should bring you back into service or send you off to scrap, because obviously we can't. It is some issues, obviously, doing memory wipes and getting you back up to speed. Looks at, kind of looks over at your arms, which you now realize you can't move. You're just kind of like, it's like your head's on.
I assume they're still like, when I try to move, I can hear the strain of the servos, which normally are, you don't hear at all, but the structural damage that has been done to me over time. Yes?
There's a location that I've been hearing about recently. It's called K2. I want to know what you've heard about it.
Well, I imagine that, so we're talking about the penitentiary, so that must mean Cloth. So a second station on Cloth?
Well played.
All I did was use logic.
I won't use
never made
force
that
this time. Come on, lucky die. You got 1 advantage.
It's just completely flat look. Pin, you.
How do you beat one of your
This is serious. This will determine whether we bring you back online or send you off to the junk heap. Your friend is already talking to us. So I already told us a few things. We just want to we want to confirm. We want to make sure that you're on our side.
Of course.
Come on, you've watched this too many times.
We know the whole story.
Would you like to cooperate?
Of course. That is my mission. There are rumors that this station on is some sort of secondary atmospheric station where the droids go. I have no idea why anybody would want to go to such a place, but
It's the best.
I wouldn't.
but these kind of rumors pop up almost everywhere. And I assume I wouldn't be surprised if as all rumors, there's some truth to them.
Out of character, I believe him.
Where the naughty droids go.
It's amazing how easily you are.
He's telling the truth, though.
She stands up. Are you sure this is how you want it to be?
Ooh.
This is your last chance to come clean.
Well, does he have any sense about what the greater context she's referring to, or is it totally up to him to try to figure out what she's at?
She's specifically leaving it very open.
You need to interrogate her.
Okay.
Which makes sense to you because you know. But does she know anything? She's letting you. Does she know one thing? Does she know 10 things? Does she know 0 things? I mean,
well, since and of course this is all part of the shtick, but since it seems like I still have not, played enough of my hand, he'll say something like, well, there's rumors that it's run by some droid. I mean, all the droids, he looks at the interrogation droid in here, and like, everybody's heard that it's some F5 droid running the station. Right. He's like, is that what you're talking about?
It's not here.
He told me about it.
Hey, wipe my memory.
That'll do for now. Thank you very much. She gets switched off. You were brought back into the other room, unless you want to put up a fight.
I know I'm winning.
She sits you down. What do you know about F5?
He's some sort of droid that runs some space colony on, I think it's called Clav. Play dumb.
And where is he located?
That I have no idea. I just heard it was some space station.
That sounds reasonable. So tell me again. What was you said you worked with Tana Garnet?
Mm-hmm. She asked me for some help because she must have heard about my reputation as a mechanic.
Excuse me.
And she needed a lot of help with. She said she was ill-equipped to handle some of the things that she was asked to do for the Golden Edge.
Oh, no, you didn't.
So I figured I may as well help her.
So you're working on the Golden
You
Edge
can
then?
keep this
Yes.
one.
For that. Captain Pertin had never seen you before.
Well, it was a quick thing. She asked me very late and stuff. She said that she was contracted by him and she came into a problem and needed my help.
He's just a subcontractor.
I came in, I did a job. I don't know what happened.
I was asleep. The ship took off.
Jeez.
I don't have a
There's a
hole.
crazy droid shooting up the place.
Came with the help from Stormtroopers. I don't know what happened.
Really, because Captain Pert says she worked alone, and that was one of the things. Is her work specifically was, it came very highly recommended.
She probably just didn't want anyone to know that she had trouble with this.
All right, make a deception check.
She's on stuff. She don't know the stuff she puts up her nose. I don't trust anything the captain says.
Took on a good front. Season, man. Let me tell you.
Deception.
There's addicts everywhere.
Yeah.
Best friend's an addict.
I think there's more to it than this. I think you're in league with the rebel, Seaver Maris.
Who? Seaver Marin? What? Like I said, I've never heard of this Seaver Marin. I'm just a humble mechanic, just trying to make some money. So I can get off of this sucker roll. I got 3 wives and a kid. Child support.
What is your relationship to the droid PN-17?
Never heard of a PN unit.
Really? Because our troopers say you were fighting with one.
I don't remember fighting with any droid.
She gets up, she sighs, and she stands up. This is our last chance to do this kindly. Your droid has already sold you out. If you want to be a help in this investigation, this is your chance.
I have no droid, so I've told you the truth.
Very well. And she leads you out of the room.
Waterboarded.
You should have said if I had a droid, it would be functional.
So you do know him.
I'm
No one
mad
would look
to
like
see
that.
He's trying to sell us all out.
I never liked you.
That session would have been completely different if they had access to the tube. Very lucky to spend that point. Okay, so wipe, and we're back at K2. What are you guys up to?
All right, so I'm ready to go to a bar or something.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're gonna keep working on the ship. You coming with us?
My ears are ringing. I think someone's talking about me. So yeah, I'll head
Only
out.
good things.
Let's go. All right. That looks pretty good out there. I point to the repairs. Yeah, I like that. The red's a nice color.
That buddy right there, that's really
And look,
good.
actually, it's a good repair. She's
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah.
In fact, all those blaster shots have marred the once pristine.
I think you should take duct tape on the outside of it and just say "shoot here." And put a big bullseye on it.
I think it looks rugged now. I like it. Looks more fringer. Yeah. Let's go.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
What? Everything's under control, Coren.
Not has go.
All right, so you guys head out. The errant sun is it's up in kind of where the canyon wall goes up. Tana may know this or not, but the idea is it's a wayfarer that's like kind of crashed into a cave, navigating this section wrong, and so they were able to seal it off and make it like a little place for humans to hang out, where there aren't any droids. There's only one droid that's in there at the behest of F5. They have one emissary, and he's not like networked in, or there's no communications to him or anything, unless he like physically goes somewhere.
So if you were,
Otherwise, there's no droids allowed.
if you'd never been here and you went into that bar, or would you know what it was?
Probably not, but everything here is kind of insider only. So
Okay.
you wouldn't be here and not
But like
know
when we're
everything.
inside, we'd be like, "Hey, this is a ship."
Yeah, you could see it because it's like half stuck out, you know.
But you fly that thing too?
Bet it handled better.
Oh.
And so you go and you actually see the words, you know, you see the end of errant and then sun. So it's actually the name of the ship that crashed there.
How apt.
It's just like a little stairwell, a little makeshift kind of airlock. It's all very kind of piecemeal.
Oh, this is nice.
Can I see anything that I can take with me? Like, no one would notice if I just, like, ripped wires off the wall.
I need one of these.
Compromises the
I need
airlock.
about 20 cable.
This isn't something that you'd really want to use. And it'd take some time and clippers and...
The rims. Those were
Those were already taken.
Sitting on cinder blocks already.
one giant cinder block.
All right, so you head in. Has this? There's kind of you get inside. There's a few people, maybe 5 or 6. They're all drinking. They're drinking. There's some food. There's kind of smell of like a grill and all that. There's still this kind of heady gasoline smell kind of in the air. You know, it seems kind of, and it also feels very warm in here. Like someone left the heater on too long. You're like, ooh, sweating a little bit.
Are you sure it's not him tripping?
Anyone else feeling this?
And it just feels like you walk in and you almost feel like you have like day-old sweat on you for some reason. But it feels a lot better than the very antiseptic kind of space that you were in with the different bays. So there's a couple people there. There's a guy at the door. He looks and go on in. He's just there to keep the droids out. Yeah. There's a place you can eat. There's people you can talk to. It looks like there's just a couple of crews because there's only about 7, 8 ships here, and their crews mostly are here just to get out of their ship.
Is there any way gambling?
There could be.
Well, I'm gonna sit down at maybe empty tables. Are there any empty tables?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my Sabbath cards. Just sort of lay them out, like looking at them, but maybe someone will come over.
You gotta take your
Do you have any credits?
I do. I borrowed a bunch from her.
Put those out on the table, you might get somebody to come.
Okay. Wow.
And off in the corner, totally separated from everyone else, there is one droid there. That's the one representative. He's one of those little managerial kind of motivator droids. They're torture droids. If you see him, the one from Return of the Jedi that's a Jabba's palace. Yeah. There's the little mouth that pops down. Yeah.
You're a feisty little droid, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. So he's just sitting there, kind of looking around. You'd say he looks lonely, but only because of the situation he's in. He's in a place, section that is not well lit, or there's no people around. This is all kind of like a card table and fold up chair kind of situation. Yeah. But the area he's in is very kind of everyone's kind of congregated in their little sections.
I call over to Coren, loudly. Hey, you want to play a game, Coren? I know you want to.
Coren realized that he has no money. Can't even buy himself a drink. So I'll come sit down with you.
I go to
Are you carrying the canister?
Tips for everyone.
Bar and buy us around, and then
Carillion Ale for me. I call that out. Carillion Ale.
I get that.
Oh yeah, Carillion Ale. And he just grabbed the bottle he was holding. He just forced.
Bud Light.
Yeah. Natural ice.
Get you some drinks and there you go.
Glad you guys having a good time. We're getting interrogated.
Yeah, what were we doing on this planet?
You guys have been soft interrogated so
Yeah.
far.
I
I know. 2 rounds.
Lucky.
3rd round.
I kind of look around to see if I recognize anyone.
Yeah, you do recognize the droid sitting there. That's let me get to the. That's EV3LO.
EV3LO.
3LO. That's neat.
You looking at a droid?
Yeah, that guy. I think he's here representing F5.
Oh, really?
It's just so F5 can keep just because F5 likes to keep everything under wraps in the K2 station.
Best friend.
Oh, really, huh? I'll get right back up again and walk right over to him.
Okay. No. You can't do that.
So I can.
All right, he walks over.
I'll walk right over to him. Unless these guys are going to do anything, I'm going to go right over to him.
Where did you find these guys? They just walk into trouble.
Don't we all?
So Yeah, you walk over to him. He for a moment, he like acts as if you were just walking by, but he's in the corner and there's nowhere else to go, and he's kind of surprised.
Someone's talking to me?
I'm sorry, are you lost? Yes, I do.
I need to speak to him.
Ah. I don't know if I am the droid to speak to.
Well, then how can I get in touch with him?
You will need to speak with V7.
Where can I find D7?
Over in Meat Alley.
Meat Alley. That's
That's in Bay.
No, I'm pointing like I don't know which way it is. I'm hoping he's gonna help me out.
No, we're laughing at what she said.
That's in Bay 11. They're the droid shops.
That way?
That
way?
Well, out.
I need to know where to go.
Okay, he's not the nearest bay. The next one down.
Thank you very much. Walk right out.
Hey, I get my cards. Oh, come on. He's on to something.
Invite people over.
I don't even have time. We gotta go.
Don't you have a drink? You have to finish that off, don't you?
Oh yeah, I pound my drink. That is not really help.
I'm supposed to mix your drugs with that.
Just the barest hint of antifreeze.
Yeah.
It's good, it's good. Yeah, so I'm going right over there.
All right.
Coren, wait up.
Oh, you
Get the mask back on. Get ready.
Yeah, I'm running behind you. You're onto something.
Let's
Let's
just
go.
hold your breath and run. He'll be fine.
Come on, Coren, I gotta get there.
Skin starts to burn off. Bubble.
People pay a lot for that.
Yeah,
Really get wrinkles.
after you guys got out, you noticed the skin that was exposed was like very red.
Oh, man.
Where are we going?
At least 600.
Gotta go talk to somebody.
Let's go. You're onto something. I can sense it.
But you're not asking what it is.
Are you going to Tana? Or are you gonna?
Come on, John.
I'm going.
Okay. So we wipe. You guys, walk over. Boom. You guys are in Bay 11. This is mostly like droid shops and parts for droids. For like, this would be considered like the medical station for them, and just where they kind of congregate mostly. But there's this one hallway in between them, which is referred to as Meat Alley, and it's technically MEET, but the droids mean it the other way also. It's where there's a number of people. It's crammed full of people and droids and noise and all that. You go and it's all gambling.
All right.
As you guys are going in, you notice this over at the other. You notice this at the other station where the warehouse was, but you thought it was just for that place. There's boards where there are these numbers going for all these different things. And if you get close, you can see it's like the going rate. This is how much it costs per kilogram of quadrinium. This is how much it costs for refined quadrinium. This is how much.
It's the underground stock exchange.
Basically, it's the going rate for everything in this place, and it's all very precise.
Yeah.
There's like everything is very kind of. This is
0.000 credits.
yeah. This is how much it costs to have for a contract to have someone killed. This is This is how much it costs to ship this from here.
Wow, everything's not got a number.
And every so often, everything's staying there, and then every so often, one of the numbers changes by like a little bit.
Yeah. I sort of stare at that for a while.
One of those things is house take for Meat Alley, and one of those things there's like a going, like every game. This is how much you pay to the house. It's all very specific number, and you go and there's like the exact same board in two because this is the hallway, so you kind of went through two of the rooms and you noticed them there, and they have one that's wired up in the hallway. So they can watch, so they can keep an eye on, all the going rates. But in this it's like there's people all crammed together, so it's really stuffy. There's a bunch of droids. People are gambling. The droids are gambling. The people are gambling against the droids. There's money being won and lost
Are they
everywhere.
sort of doing it on the ground or on tables? Or?
All over.
All right.
It's all very hodgepodge. It's all very kind of thrown together. It's just.
These are my people. I got it from here. I sort of edge my way into whatever game I could find.
Yeah, it very much is, squeezing. And there's people gambling, and there's people watching the gambling, and there's people betting on the gamble, betting on having their side bets going.
Alrighty.
See what I can find here.
Good for you. Bye-bye.
I don't even notice.
I barely hear you as I continue on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go right over to VL.
VLM 3PO. He's one of the military protocol droids. The guys, the shiny with like the weird. It looks like C-3PO, but the insecty kind of face, the big bulbous eyes, and the little triangular mouth.
Like Forlong. Was he the bounty hunter that was all like that?
No, that's a different one.
Oh.
Yeah. This is one that I think you see on the Death Star somewhere. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go
He's
right
standing there kind of watching a number of things. People go and they hand him money, and he puts it in this little case. And,
My understanding is you're the guy to talk to about F5.
I am an emissary of F5.
I have something for him.
You do.
I do.
I can set up a meeting with him. Or I can take it.
I'd much rather discuss it with him, if possible.
Okay, make a... say charm.
Like 3 weeks.
You do have something, so it's going to be difficulty 3. So 3 purple dice.
You may talk to him in 3 weeks.
Alrighty. 2 successes is 4 threats.
Okay. 2 of those threats take a strain from just... just... After, you kind of stress yourself out and all the smell of, like... leftover atmosphere kind of wafting in every so often.
I'm going pretty quick.
Yeah.
A little hard.
And the stress of this is just the people screaming, yelling, all over the place. I can arrange that. What is it? What business do you have?
I'm here with a delivery.
Do you have it on you now?
No.
Retrieve it. Come back to me. I will set up a meeting.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that. I'll walk away.
He turns from you, grabs it, takes some money from somebody else, puts it in the little container.
Real quick, Coren, one of the things you might want to think about, and it's perfectly fine if your character has forgotten this, but you were there when Captain Wes gave that data pad to Pin 17 that was, supposed to eventually go to F5. Could be that that's not any concern of yours, which is perfectly fine. But
it's not my most pressing concern at the moment.
I just wasn't sure out of character if you
No,
had
no, I remember, but
Yeah,
Okay.
5
I don't
pressing
have it. But
concerns.
at the moment, the most pressing concern, thanks to my terrible roll, is getting this to F5.
So you walk up to leave?
No, now I'll start. Now you can come over and look at what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna pass me by or something. See what I'm doing.
What do you want to gamble on? Go ahead.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're pausing for you to get the ice in the recording.
Yes.
okay.
It's gonna sound great.
Let me look at this.
No! Everyone got up and stuff.
Do you want to?
No, it's okay.
Get the ice.
Is there like...
Let's get the ice. The ice. Put the ice.
This is live, people.
Not that much ice.
Uncensored. Unfiltered.
Too much ice. Make sure to write it down so you can find it.
I say we leave it in.
Yeah.
We never promise perfection.
The 30
Train of
seconds
failure.
of pouring the water.
It's a train of failure.
Yep. Train of failure. Metaphor. Anyway.
Hey,
So
we're doing so good, so pretty far. Play a shot at us.
I think I find a good dice game. And so as you walk by me, you hear, Dr. Dev needs a new hyperdrive. And he rolls some dice.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to be playing as people or droids?
Play. I don't want to play against droids. I can't read the droids.
Okay. They're okay. So go ahead and
Because me gambling's almost. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me.
Just like what this does. It's a social thing.
all right.
Yeah.
How much are you willing? How much are you looking to bet?
Let's see. I got 200 max on credits, so it'll keep me in the
400.
Basically, put a stake up for dice games. They'll say put a stake up, And
credits.
100 credits.
Wow, you fool! It's like one hand.
Okay, here's how dice can work.
Uh-huh.
You roll a force die
Yeah.
because it's chance. If you get a dark side point, you lose. If you double the dark side point, then we'll say you went in for a double stake.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say, how about so if you want like 100 max, then maybe your stake is 50.
Okay, 50.
But then you're only winning 50 back, you know.
I got you. So 2 blacks, I lose all 100 because I went in extra.
Yeah, and then 1 black, you lose 50. 1 white, you gain 50. 2 white, you gain 100.
All right, Dr. Dan needs a new hyperdrive.
Oh!
Yeah!
All right, so this is after a couple rounds of... Because
Yeah.
this is pure chance at this stage.
That's 2.
I'm like shoving credits into my pockets as he come by. Yeah! So if you come...
Whenever this is like a couple of
so
rounds. No, I'm just saying, this represents a number... You can do it again if you want.
Yeah, another 50! Oh,
And you just
I
lost it all.
that.
Easy come, easy go.
Not if I do it again. Here it goes, another 50. Oh!
Or you're down 50.
I'm down 150 altogether.
No, you're down 50.
Not 50. You won 100. You
Oh,
lost
you're
100.
right.
You lost
Yeah.
50.
Oh, I'm still good. Come on.
You idiot.
Oh, I'm even again. Well, I can't leave it there. Oh, I'm down 50. I come back. Oh, I'm down 100.
You're
I'm
replaying
done.
addiction too much.
He's gambling for a while. This is like a
Yeah,
long...
yeah. I'm
okay.
down 100.
Well,
So there's a bunch of... There's people and droids, because apparently most people, like, quit before now.
I try to make some friends as I'm gambling now. Like, hey, good one, good roll. Put some money on me.
Yeah, you're there. You notice a number of droids. Some are very happy to see you win. Some are very happy to see you lose. They all seem to be kind of,
They're all,
interested.
like,
Yeah,
measuring and taking odds and
yeah, they're all
analyzing me.
Oh, there's a sexy one there.
Managed to inch up next to
There are no full-service droids in Star Wars.
you. Is it cold in here?
Your servos are poking me.
So Tana, what are you doing? Well, he's gambling. What are you doing?
You started it.
My childhood.
Still better than what Jordan Lucas did.
Isn't it? Like rule 34.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So he's gambling and he's getting information. I'm trying to keep a low profile because I don't need anyone knowing that I'm here, but I'm, trying to look for work, I guess, while I'm here because there's like, 8 ships?
Mm-hmm. If you want to do,
And
you
I'm
can
like,
do.
and
Yeah,
this is kind of like the place, where, this isn't a legit business.
So do you stay away from me altogether? Because as soon as I catch your eye, I'm yelling across the room.
Oh, yeah.
Tana!
No.
I'm doing great! And then, I lose some money.
Like,
Yeah.
who is that weirdo? I'm not.
We're talking
You
about
Across the room in your mouth, loser.
Make an average streetwise check if you want to try and find work.
I have a little bubble in that.
Okay, so streetwise, there's
So how much streetwise is cunning? So your cunning is how much? 3. So you get 3.
so take 3 green dice,
Yeah. And then you have 1 bubble. So one of these green changes to a yellow.
and that's 2 purple.
And it's 2 purple.
I'm here with that weirdo. I don't know why.
I hope you guys can rescue yourself.
No problem.
You guys are like, I know there was gambling. We never saw him again.
Come for the rescue mission. Stay for the gambling.
Alright.
What happened to K2 stays in K2.
These 2 cancel.
Right now.
Unfortunately, that one's there. So you have a failure,
What's worse for Troy?
but you have 2 advantage.
Too bad.
Water in my servo.
All right, so no, you didn't find anybody looking for repairs or custom work or anything like that. But you did find someone who you might be able to buy parts from
Okay.
at a discount. So
Alright.
I'll count that as a success towards the next thing you want to. If you want to repair something on here, then that counts as a success towards. You still get to roll.
Before we go.
Don't worry, I'm winning enough money to buy those parts.
He's still gambling. He's like into his second roll right now as far as time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got plenty of time to do something. Are you heading back to the ship, or are you going to hang out? Or
I'll watch this idiot lose his money for a while, and then eventually I will go back.
Okay.
To be helped.
You have enough time to watch him for a while,
Yeah, I have a
then
lot
go
of-
back, and then come back, and he's still losing money.
Yeah. I had it, but I didn't want to tell him that I had it right away.
Okay. So you have plenty of time to do stuff. Do you want to make any more repairs? Do you want to purchase anything, like any goods while you're here to maybe sell elsewhere? I mean, that's the other end, because you're the one with the money, so... And remember, you can make a roll, like you're like, I want to take a shot at that shield generator, for example. You can make that hard mechanics roll and to lower the price, and then that's what the final price of you repairing it's going to be.
Of the what part?
Shield generator.
One of the main
So I'm just saying, for example, any of those things on there, that's the base price. You can reduce it, and now you can reduce it by an additional 25%
I'm almost there. Almost got it.
Okay.
based on the that last roll.
How much do you guys have?
I think it's just all on you.
It's all your money.
Yeah, listen, I am literally gambling with your money. Because I borrowed it last game.
Yeah.
I owe somebody 25.
Really, basically, you are the party bank at this stage. So you're the only one who's...
You are hanging out with a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
I have a medical degree.
God,
Well,
I hear
technically-
that, and I'm like, in that case, I'm,
Technically, I haven't told anyone, but it's got revoked. But that's... figure that out.
I think it's gonna be more of the,
The hull damage?
yeah.
Okay. So it's a hard... How many points do you want to...
We're still at 16.
So,
Two more?
2 more? Okay, so that's 1,000 base.
yeah.
All right. So that...
So, it's 2 of these?
Yep.
Your intelligence is 3, so you get 3.
And I think you upgrade 2 of
Right. And then your mechanics is 2, so you get 2 yellows. You change 2 greens into 2 yellows.
I lost it, yeah. So, like that.
There you go.
So, over here, this guy.
Literally pissing your money away and you try to fix this
I'm
stupid
like-
shit.
But it only costs you $200 credits to get rid of them for like 6 hours. So yeah,
I lost
weigh
it.
that.
I lost that shit like that shit.
Alright, so those cancel. These don't cancel, so you have 1 success and 1 threat.
Okay, so the threat we'll just say is one. What is it? 1 strain. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. Add 1 black die to that because of the 3 failures you got. The 3 things. Okay, nothing happened on it.
So
The 3 threat from last time.
For 1 strain?
Yeah, take a strain, and then it'll cost you 25% less. But then there's the extra one from the 2 advantage you got. So a total of it'll cost you 500 for the 2 points.
13. And so we're down to 14.
Yeah. Hey. It's only half destroyed.
That's why I hired her.
What do you predict?
Well, actually, she's only paid me at this point, so that's why she's my partner.
Picture you working for her.
Another game, man.
Hold on.
Alright,
She hired you.
Need somebody to be
I'm the face of this operation.
my dude.
Okay, so eventually you guys get together, and okay, you're done gambling. Oh no, it looks like he's almost done gambling. He's got like
You're
that last
done. You're
that
done.
last
I
50.
know.
No, this is like this is before. He hasn't made that last roll to lose the last
Yeah.
bit. So are you gonna wait for him to do that, or are you gonna try and? She's back at the ship, fixing stuff.
This guy's an idiot. I'll go by myself.
Did I notice you leave?
No, you're gambling.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure here.
You were there before, though, right by me, right?
You might have seen me. in
Okay,
your
you weren't like
haze.
standing next
Okay,
to me.
well, V7 said that he can set up a meeting in like an hour or something like that. So
That's fine. I'll be there, wherever there is.
okay, he says go to Bay 1.
Okay. Be there. Day 1.
Okay. So she's still working on stuff. You're gambling away.
I'm making new friends.
All right, Coren, you go to Bay 1. This is the largest structure. There's one really big kind of portable thing. To go to one that looks like it's basically a waiting room for the big one. You pass by one of the little structures. You go through one of the structures where it looks like the droids are socializing. It's kind of like if droids had a bar for droids, but
You're just standing there.
they have like a couple of oil baths, and they're just kind of they're sitting there. They're sitting near each other, and they're speaking to each other in binary. And then sometimes they all light up in sequence, like they're laughing. Maybe it's hard to.
Is there dancing?
But they don't like move. Yeah, they're just kind of. That's just. That is the sounds of their merriment.
Your joke unit.
Come on, some amusement. So
Canned laughter.
it seems like they've given up on normal humanoid culture at this stage.
Eventually, just plug cords into each other. Just communicate like hyper.
So and each of these has the big board with everything. You wait a little bit. On the second that your appointment is, the door opens.
All right. Right through.
Okay.
He was just standing outside.
Okay. You go in. There are two two old the battle droids, the larger models, the super battle droids, the one with the two guns, and the ones that they don't make jokes. You've seen a couple of those floating around. There's like one or two helping people.
Alrighty.
But these two are just kind of frozen, just not moving at all.
A tough guy mode.
Yeah. And there is very low lit. There you see one board, and it's surrounded by a whole bunch of other boards of shifting numbers and other things. At the and it's like this huge computer station, like all racks of of machinery and computers and whatnot behind, and then the screens. And in front of that, plugged into it through a number of like heavy cables and other things, is this astromech droid.
That's it.
That's interesting. Says to no one. I'll just stand there.
One of the battle droids turns, looks at you, puts his arms down. What is your business with F5?
I have a delivery for him. I'll reach out. Show him the canister.
Okay. They do have hands, so he goes, he picks it up, and he turns it towards, and the R2 unit turns, evaluates it. He opens it up, takes the stick, and he plugs it into a thing, and then he goes and he pulls out the credits. And he just puts it. He just takes it and he puts it on there's like a little, looks like a tray, but it's on the floor, and he puts it there. And it looks like he's weighing it.
All I can do is think and be very respectful.
He sits there for a second, and the head's kind of moving. In turn, says something in binary. You don't think you speak binary, right? Yeah. He says the contract is accepted.
That's good. I'm glad we could bring it to you as quickly as possible.
Obligation gone.
Very good. You may go.
Ding, we all level up, right?
Is that the amount we need?
You guys now all have the three of you who have that 10 favor now only have 5 favor.
Means maybe we can spend our experience.
That means you guys are no longer at 105 obligation.
Wait, does that include me?
Well, that's a group obligation.
No, you have a different. This is a different favor.
But we were at the point where, as a group, we couldn't spend experience.
Yeah.
Quick, I need to spend
That
my
doesn't-
experience.
All of a sudden, we have little
Don't start
gold
studying.
dots above our heads.
Don't start
You level
studying
up.
our obligation. You're like,
Oh, you guys.
As soon as they go to interrogate me, I level up. I get all my health back.
Right in the middle of the fight.
All of a sudden, I can speak binary.
One,
Do you do any-
101.
Coren, do you do anything else while you're there?
Yeah,
Your mother.
Thank you. But before I go, I was hoping to ask you for some information.
What information do you? One of the little screens, it zooms in on a set of numbers it goes and has like a whole bunch of them that if you got close you could see what each of them is. But it zooms in and it gives you values for different types of information. What kind of information do you wish for?
Well, in the course of getting this to you, a few of my companions unfortunately were captured and brought here. Do you have any insight into their situation?
Numbers kind of flashes a little bit, and it goes up to
zoom screen or zooms out.
Yeah, it zooms it. So that information is worth 524 credits.
How much did we get?
I'm sorry, 324.
So how much did we get?
I rounded up.
Or we don't know.
For what?
Remember. For the delivery.
You got zero.
We got nothing. We got no favor.
The whole it was a favor you're doing. You got paid nothing.
I got no money.
Because we don't want to be
Okay.
slaves.
But you know who does?
Got no money.
This one does.
That's what you get for leaving us.
That's okay.
Bring this money and the names of the people you're interested to V7.
Find out how much it is to bribe them and get us out of there.
Yeah, right. Okay. That sounds fair. I thank you for your time and your consideration of my troubles. I'll turn and walk out.
You ask him for a favor on the day of his daughter's wedding. That's when you ask. Yeah.
Just waiting to say.
That's an ugly droid right there.
Okay.
May all your programs be masculine programs. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's just so random. Okay. Yeah, so I'll walk out and eventually I'll make my way back to the ship.
Okay. You're back at the ship because you're fixing stuff. You're busted.
I literally lost my vest. No one knows if I gambled it or I lost it in the mass of people. I'm going back to get another one out. You can actually see I got my holdout blaster now, like a holster that no one ever sees. And I just kind of like dejected.
It didn't go very well out there, huh?
I almost had it.
Didn't look like that to me.
Yeah.
You look like a man on the edge. You have a problem?
No, I don't. This place is a problem. There's something rigged about those games. Did we find out anything?
You remembered.
Waiting for a moment.
Alright, well, if you didn't, I almost had him. I just need a little bit.
Jesus.
You give me 500 credits. I'll get my money back. And I met this guy. I think he knows. I think he used to serve time. So
Do you know how to drive this ship? No, I do. I could leave you here if I wanted to.
Tana, I'm the captain. Captain. You'd be lost out there with me. Be lost.
With you, yes, I would be lost with you.
This is mutiny. Is what this
You know how
is.
much this is costing me?
Listen, I don't need to take this. I walk off and go to my crew, my cabin.
Perfect. You slam it, or are you just going quiet?
I try to hit the button real hard. No.
It goes even slower. You're breaking the button.
Yeah, it's stuck open. You hear me curse.
Try to squeeze through and get stuck.
How did you ever get mixed up with this idiot?
I needed...
My name's on the pink slip.
So...
You had bad credit.
So
I have a medical degree.
Oh, God. Just leave him alone. Let him sleep it off.
Well, he's quite dumb.
Yeah.
But I actually do have some information. I went to go see F5. Took that canister.
Yeah.
Did you see that? It's a delivery.
That canister I hid from you.
I need some credits to get some information about my friends.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
It's all in the approach, right?
I just met you, and second, wasn't that canister full of credits?
You actually know that?
No, it only
You don't know that.
Oh.
only he knew.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
you didn't even know
Yeah, I
until
didn't know.
until he opened it and poured it out.
I
You
know.
knew there was payment in it, but you were supposed to
I didn't
not.
want I didn't
Yeah.
want to be there when he opened it.
Thought there was
What do
spice
you
in
need
there.
credits for? And how? See,
I only need 500 credits.
do you see the state of our ship? How are we ever gonna even leave here?
She says that something goes. Psst.
I
Let
understand.
alone get your friends.
That's kind of cool. Those are my friends. You don't know what we've been through.
There's a reason why I'm selling her underneath the bus.
They got in trouble trying to help us out.
I need them to get the spice canister.
Back in my mind.
It's not. They're not trying to help us out. They're trying to help out Mr. Captain.
Are you guys in the ship or below the ship?
You probably are in the ship because that's it's like
Yeah,
hostile
the atmosphere.
outside.
Right.
Right. We're right where you left us. Anger ball.
I was so angry I didn't notice.
Captain No Brains over here is
Doctor
setting us-
Captain.
setting us up for these stupid, I mean, we're supposed to go try to get this guy. We were gonna try to get him out of the ship, and then not only did we not get that guy out, but your friends got captured. And we're supposed to go get him in a prison. I'm supposed to be out of that prison. I can't go over there.
I know. Look,
That's why you give me
I
the
only
money.
got in this because he had a ship and I needed a ship. That's the only reason I'm here. But I need to get my friends out. So can you help me? 500 credits.
What are the credits gonna do? What is that gonna get you?
Information.
We don't need information. We need to get out of here. We need to get them, and we need to get out of here.
We can't get them without these credits. I don't know of any other way. Do you know anybody else?
I suddenly come out of my cabin.
Oh, Jesus, you again.
Hey, Tana, Tana,
What?
is this milk clean?
Oh, God.
I think it's good. So I put on a new vest.
Where are you going? Why are you getting dressed? You understand? He's trying to get us those guys again, so we can,
You're upset. I can tell. Listen, sit down. Everyone sit down. I have a new plan.
I already have a plan.
Oh?
Yes.
What is it?
I just need some credits to get some information.
Oh
on
my God.
friends.
I
What kind of
mean,
information?
you guys aren't even
Let the man talk, Tana.
everyone needs credits. I need credits. I need a job so I can get more, get us out of here. Do
We're on the
something.
verge.
Are there
of
any
making
jobs
it
around
big.
here for you to get credits?
Can't wait till she gets arrested.
I didn't think so. This place is pretty.
Coren,
run down.
go ahead. Tell us.
I need some credits so I can get some information about my friends.
Oh, from who?
F5.
Oh, you guys, of course. He runs the place, right?
That's right.
How much money do you need?
500 credits.
Tana, we need 500 credits.
I already told her that. Thank you. Come on.
You need 500 credits. You need 500
no.
credits.
It's-
I need 500 credits. Everyone needs.
I have 100 and I have 100 to chip in. I do not mention out of character that is your money I'm actually chipping in. Because I already owe you 200.
What about the credits I let you borrow earlier? I mean, and you need more now?
You know how much fuel costs for this thing? It doesn't get the best mileage.
It gets terrible mileage. Don't
Yeah.
even get me
Well,
started.
that's why I'm trying to get it set up so that, get this ship up and running and in best shape so that, we don't.
This is all an investment. Think of it as an investment. We get these people out, that rebel.
All right, he's getting the 500. You're going to have to sit on that, buddy. You're going to have to wait.
I don't. 500 is for him. I'm just helping him.
I don't know if I want your help.
I'll chip in 50.
What happened to the 100 you had?
He has a.
I
What?
can turn that in to more. I just need to
What?
keep a little bit of that.
How do you plan that? Because you can't gamble.
No, I was just playing dice. I'm not really dice. That's a game of chance. Sabbath. That's where the skill is. I get a good Sabbath game going. I could practically get us another ship.
Yeah, right. Like this one. This glorious piece of Santa Father we got going on here. Can I have those 500 credits? These 2 people. We can get that other guy out too.
Give him the 500 credits.
We can get off this rock. Go find some work.
I agree. Let's do it.
Are you trying to get the other guy?
I just want the rebel. He's worth 4,000 to me.
Yeah, I'll admit. I haven't been specific, but yeah.
So what are we doing here? We're gonna get information, and then what are we gonna do?
Give him some money.
We'll have to figure out
Hey,
what
yeah,
that information leads
It'll be
us.
great. We'll come up with a plan. Dana, we do this all the time. You and I, we're good at this.
Alright.
All right, let's iris out on that. Sitting around the table making this plan. Thank you for listening. Did you think anyone did anything that deserves any extra XP? Head to beggingforxp.com and let us know in the comments. Till next time, good gaming.